Hello everyone, welcome to our timeless oracle reading. Our oracle card for today belongs to the Shamanic Healing Oracle Cards, and the card for today is entitled Omens. When we look at the card, we see here an a hawk flying in the sky. The hawk can symbolize many spirit animals that usually bring us messages from our inner self, from the universe, from the spirit, from the divine, from our spirit guides, from our angels, from our ancestors. Now, this card invites us to always be open to signs coming from the spirit realm. Now, there are many signs or messages that we often receive each day, but oftentimes are we are preoccupied or distracted with other things that we fail to see those important messages that we receive on a more or less regular basis. Now, this card invites us to be more sensitive to our intuition. And also, sometimes such a card will come because at that specific moment, like for example, at this moment that you have received this card, you might be receiving messages coming from within, messages that are important that you need to be aware of. Now, omens symbolize these signs that there is a message. Omens are also messages themselves, telling us of certain things or certain insights that we need to be aware of at this moment of our journey. So, when we see omens or when we see signs, we need to listen and we need to ask, what does that or what does this sign mean? Now, this card of omens reminds us to be sensitive to serendipitous events or events that are somehow synchronized, or there is synchronicity of events wherein one event is connected to another. It can be just simple conversations we overhear, or a certain music or a certain song that you hear that suddenly strikes your attention or strikes your attention. So this can be messages already coming from your inner realm. So be aware of events that are interconnected. Be aware of repeating numbers. Be aware of animals that are constantly visiting you. Be aware of certain events or certain messages that catches your attention and strikes you in a deep way. Be aware of dreams, be aware of repeating numbers, be aware of feathers that you pick up along the way. These are signs and omens that could tell us a lot of significant things if we give attention to them. So, this card reminds us to always be open to messages coming from our inner realm, to always hone our intuitive capacity to uh, it's uh, it's like muscles. If you constantly use your intuitive capacity, it grows. Your sensitivity grows. When you listen to your dreams, when you try to understand or you try to ask questions, why is this happening? Or sometimes something strikes you and you ask for questions and you're open to receive messages from your inner realm, then you hone your skills. Your intuition becomes more sensitive. So, listening to omens, being aware of certain signs and symptoms, or certain signs and symptoms, as certain signs, okay. Actually, it's like that. When you look at illnesses, no, uh, the healer usually have a certain sensitivity to signs and symptoms of a certain illness. It's the same also with your intuition. Your intuition listens to the signs, and in some cases also, when there is a certain problem, to try to see the symptoms of the problem, and somehow you gain more insights on certain questions that you might have at this present moment. Now let's try to read the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding omens. Hawks are messengers. This majestic bird flies high and reaches the realms of the spirit. They bring back messages from both the seen and unseen. Drawing this card speaks of focus and intuition. Pay attention to the coincidences in your life right now. Focus on where you want to go. How high do you want to fly? When you see a hawk, someone is trying to get your attention. Pay attention to serendipity in your life. Be glad, for this is a reminder that you are living in the flow of energy. Things will soon shift for you. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights and you were enriched by these reflections. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.